coming against probably the best team in the whole league. You want to test yourself and maybe get a bit of a surprise and get that good feeling around Cashman Field again.
For Las Vegas, trying to end the season with some positive form, Bruce Elmas-Mari has been outstanding as of late. Signed from Mexico, the 19-year-old, named after Bruce Lee, had the game-winning goal in Tacoma on Wednesday night. Here it is.
Yeah, Bruce is one of those players who's come on, he's got a bit more match fitness, you see the confidence, and he's taken that fantastically well. Good pace in behind, and he moved on to his weaker right side, and a nice finish into the near post of the goalkeeper.
Simple directness there from Vegas. It went from Rando to a flicked header from Jennings and a simple finish from the Mexican.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't have to be beautiful, does it? The direct play can work many times, and good pace and a great finish from Elmas-Mari. They'll be looking for more of the same for that tonight.
Signed July 9th from Pachuca, where he starred in their academy and was part of the U17 World Cup a couple of years ago. Meanwhile, for Phoenix, he has been the man. Santi Moar leads the team with 14 goals on the season. He has started all but 2 games for Rick Schantz.
Yeah, key player, isn't he, for the Rising? He's such big competition. It was such a strong squad, but for him to stand out as being the main man this year is a very good compliment to him. And yeah, he's maintained form all season. Has been an ever-present, as you mentioned, and he has the quality, and he's a main reason why they are one of the top teams in USL Championship.
Very streaky, scored in 6 straight games before the recent run. 0 goals in his last 4 as Phoenix has slowed its scoring total. But he is one to watch. 14 different games with a goal for Santi Moar. It's Phoenix and Las Vegas, 4th meeting of the season when we come back to Cashman. Inside Las Vegas, Nevada. And this afternoon, presented by the Castro Verde Law Group, it's Las Vegas Lights FC hosting Phoenix. Lake Mead, just outside Las Vegas, Nevada. And this afternoon, presented by the Castro Verde Law Group, it's Las Vegas Lights FC hosting Phoenix Rising FC. Las Vegas trying to make it 2 wins in 2. The Llamas in the house at Cashman Field on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in autumn. Matt Peterson with former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. And Las Vegas, a win Wednesday at Tacoma. And some recent form against Phoenix. They drew 2-2 with Rising back in August.
Yeah, they want to finish the season on a high. It's been a difficult season for the Lights, but winning on Wednesday night, coming against probably the best team in the whole league, you want to test yourself and maybe get a bit of a surprise and get that good feeling around Cashman Field again.
For Las Vegas, trying to end the season with some positive form, Bruce Elmas Mari has been outstanding as of late. Signed from Mexico, the 19-year-old, named after Bruce Lee, had the game-winning goal in Tacoma on Wednesday night. Here it is.
Yeah, Bruce is one of those players who's come on, he's got a bit more match fitness, you see the confidence, and he's taken that fantastically well. Good pace in behind, and he moved on to his weaker right side, and a nice finish into the near post of the goalkeeper.
Simple directness there from Vegas. It went from Rando to a flicked header from Jennings and a simple finish from the Mexican.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't have to be beautiful, does it? The direct play can work many times, and good pace and a great finish from Elmas Mara. They'll be looking for more of the same for that tonight.
Signed July 9th from Pachuca, where he starred in their academy and was part of the U17 World Cup a couple of years ago. Meanwhile, for Phoenix, he has been the man. Santi Moar leads the team with 14 goals on the season. He has started all but 2 games for Rick Shantz.
Yeah, key player, isn't he, for the Rising? He's such big competition. It was such a strong squad, but for him to stand out as being the main man this year is a very good compliment to him. And yeah, he's maintained form all season. Has been an ever-present, as you mentioned, and he has the quality, and he's a main reason why they are one of the top teams in USL Championship.
Very streaky, scored in 6 straight games before the recent run. 0 goals in his last 4 as Phoenix has slowed its scoring total. But he is one to watch. 14 different games with a goal for Santi Moar. It's Phoenix and Las Vegas' 4th meeting of the season when we come back to Cashman.
Whoever you are, you're one of us. Whatever you want, we'll get you there. If you're not like anyone else, you're just what we're looking for. It's time to enroll in your future. Nevada State College.
There's nothing truer in this world than the love of a dog. That's why at Subaru of Las Vegas, their safety is important to us. When you choose a Subaru, you're not just choosing a car. You're choosing a brand with lifetime commitment to protecting those you love, including our 4-legged family members. During the month of October, Finley Subaru of Las Vegas is partnering with Nevada SPCA to help local shelter animals find loving homes. Maintain the love with complimentary maintenance when you purchase or lease a new Subaru. SubaruofLasVegas.com.
Believe me, with a head as big as yours, there's nothing better than the Highlander. The Highlander will seat up to 8 people.
Ooh, John has piqued Cash's interest. He got him with the economic hybrid engine. Cash is low on cash, but thankfully, John has an attractive finance offer.
I'll do anything to sell you a car.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by the Castro Verde Law Group. They treat you like family. By Finlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. And by Jarritos, it's super good. Here's the Las Vegas lineup under head coach Steve Cherundolo. Cal Jennings, Bruce Almasmari, and Trejo up front.
Yeah, Danny Trejo's been coming onto form. He's a key man up there for the Lights. Obviously, Cal Jennings has been a star all season for them, and it's good to see him again in a nice afternoon start.
A few loanies on the bench for Cherundolo from LAFC and Leon and Traore. Meanwhile, for Phoenix Rising and fifth-year head coach Rick Shantz, a chance to have the best season in the USL Championship with a few more wins. One big miss tonight. Solomon Asante is out with a lower body injury. It's Egbo Kalistri Moar up front.
Yeah, Kalistri potentially pushing forward. He's kind of transferred into being a fullback of late, but going back in a more attacking position tonight.
Phoenix in black, Las Vegas is in pink. We're underway from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. Callan Radosav is the referee. Last time these teams met was a 4-1 win for Phoenix. Wild Horse Pass. But the last time they met in Las Vegas was a 2-2 draw. So some recent form to give Las Vegas some confidence.
Yeah, the Rising have struggled when they've come to Cashman, haven't they? For being one of the best teams in USL Championship, they recognise that Cashman's a difficult place to play, and no one's coming in here and getting an easy victory. So they'll have to be on their best form today to get a victory. And for the Lights, they just need to continue a bit of momentum. A good win on Wednesday night.
A few ties between these clubs. Lalo Delgado is the starting goalkeeper for Las Vegas last season under Frank Yallop. He is now the starting goalkeeper for Phoenix this afternoon. Getting an opportunity to Rick Shantz. He knows the stadium well.
Yeah, Lalo's obviously was a great goalkeeper for the Lights last year. It'd be good to see him come back, and hopefully the Lights can put him under a bit of pressure, and it's always good to score against your friends and someone you know.
Free kick won by Las Vegas in midfield. Frank DeRoma on the ground. And now the Finlay Chevy keys to the game.
Yeah, for the Lights, play for pride. Nothing to really play for at the end of the season. Good to see them still getting a result away against Tacoma on Wednesday. Carry on that little bit of momentum and get that good feeling around Cashman. And obviously for Phoenix, stay healthy and prepare for the playoffs. They've got the most important part of the season coming up.
First day game of the year for Las Vegas. Across the back with Tikel Keenan, his second straight home start. Clips it towards the corner, settling touch from Presto. Molina trying to get around the edge, pulls it back for Presto, he'll turn. Still Presto, edge of the box here for Las Vegas. DeRoma, Weber, good feet. Weber trying to line up a shot. Weber will pull it wide. Eloski, central. Good passing here, very good patient build up here from Las Vegas. DeRoma cycled it wide to the left. Left-footed cross. Settling edge of the area. Weber back in the mix. Headed away, intended target was Cal Jennings.
Great start for the Lights, wasn't it? Great possession, get from left to right a couple of times, a good ball into the box, and Presto at the end tried to get it, and you see counter-attack here.
Phoenix Rising on the break, they attack with 5. This from the left. Back in the mix is shot wide. Good counter-attack from Phoenix Rising. It was Kalistri getting forward. He's gone from outside back to more of an attacking role the last few weeks.
Well, if the game continues like this, it's going to be a barn burner. You see good ball into the box, and Kalistri, maybe that was a fullback's finish. Not so comfortable on his right-hand side past the post, but end-to-end stuff to start the game and some good football to begin.
Kalistri was the right back in Wednesday's 1-0 defeat at Orange County. Versatile player. Turned 28 next month. But he's been all over the lineup for Rick Shantz. He's started his last 3 times in the back, starting up front today as a winger. Here's 5 in the attack again for Phoenix. Low cross, makes it past everybody, settling touch, top of the area, long shot. It's in! off a Las Vegas defender. Phoenix has an opening goal 4 minutes in here at Cashman.
Yeah, mention it's end-to-end stuff, and it's potentially not what you want to do against this Phoenix Rising team. They've had a couple of chances, and obviously a ball on the edge of the box. It fell to Egbo, and he struck it, and it's taken a deflection past Rando. Absolutely nothing the goalkeeper can do. Good touch, and I think it's Keenan who's tried to defend it and block the shot, and it's just ricocheted off his head and into the back of the net. Nothing Rando can do. And well, great start to the game. It's good to see early goals and a long uphill battle for the Las Vegas Lights from here.
5th goal of the season for David Egbo, the 22-year-old from Nigeria, on loan from Vancouver Whitecaps. Made his pro debut in June, already 5 goals in his first season.
Goal scored by number 2 for Phoenix Rising SC, Darnell King.
Phoenix, as of late, not their typical prolific ways. 2 total goals scored in their last 4. They've won 2 games, 1-0. They've lost 2 games, 1-0. They've been missing some key parts of the attack. Solomon Asante did not play Wednesday against Orange County. He does not play today. Arturo Rodriguez, John Becerra, both on the bench to start this game. Rufat Gadashov moved on a few months back. But that was a big goal for Phoenix, getting closer to the playoffs. You don't want to go into the playoffs in poor goal-scoring form.
They're in a weird situation. When you get into the playoffs as early as they do, you've got 2 options, haven't you? You rest up and try and get back, but it's not always easy to do that. When you take the foot off the gas, you can lose form, you can lose sharpness. In my career, I got into a cup final in Scotland once, and there was maybe 4 league games before it, and yeah, we had the mentality of just going in and trying winning every game, and we ended up winning the cup final. I think it's a lot harder to take your foot off the gas and regather speed again. So it will be a little bit worrying having 4 games where you've only scored 2 goals for a team that's, I think, plus 30 in the goals column this year. So yeah, a nice little confidence booster for the Rising going into the playoffs and with that early goal, but they have to maintain it. The Lights will potentially come back into this game. Nothing's going to be easy.
First start in 11 games for Egbo. Picks up his 5th goal of the season. Played 10 minutes against Oakland about 5 games ago. So he's been in and out on loan from Vancouver. His last start against New Mexico. His last goal was scored against LA Galaxy 2 in the first half of the season. He scored 4 in a 4-game span. Has not scored since that game against LA months ago. Here's the injury report presented by Dignity Health Physical Therapy. El Jamadu remains out. Darren Maddox is out. So that's another piece missing. Maddox.
Maddox, he's been the form player, hasn't he, recently for the Rising. Great caliber, good MLS player over the years. So he is a big miss, and they'll obviously won't be taking any chances with him at this stage. We rest up and get him back ready for the playoffs.
Egbo joined Phoenix on loan in June and scored those 4 goals in 4 early games. At that point, he was still recovering from an injury. But the loan included an option to recall. A 9th overall pick by Vancouver in the MLS Super Draft this year. 3 seasons at Akron. Here's a shot, edge of the area, dribbling into the box. That's pulled back and out for a corner kick. Last touch by Tekel Keenan.
A little bit too easy for the Rising there. A run from midfield, and nobody picked him up from the Lights. And you can't allow people to make free runs into the box in those situations. They ended up, the Lights ended up defending fairly well. Keenan in the right position in the end, but you can't make it easy for opposition attackers. If you see the acres of space getting into the box, well done CC Uche to put him under pressure.
Corner kick taken and cleared by Las Vegas. All the way back. Ryan Flood, Tempe, Arizona native, gets it forward immediately. Keenan with the clearance. Got a piece of Egbo in the process. Nice run here from Jennings. 1 versus 4 from the LAFC loanee. Cal Jennings for Las Vegas. Nice work from Flood. He got back just in time.
There wasn't too much help up there for Jennings. I don't mind that with him though. He can really go against players one-on-one. I like Daroma getting the ball in the midfield there and looking up straight away and trying to spring Jennings into attack as much as possible. You want to get Jennings onto the ball. He is the man who can make a difference.
Egbo, a few appearances over the last month or so. 9 minutes against Orange County on Wednesday. He starts and scores inside 5 minutes. Here's Phoenix looking for its second in the early stages. Pulled back, excellent there. Low shot, covered up by Rando, and cleared. Corner kick coming to Phoenix.
There's the danger man, Santimoa, wasn't it? Good pace down the right-hand side, came inside onto his right foot, faked the shot, cut back, ended up a little bit of a weak finish. Good defending from Presto, and Rando did just enough, maybe a little bit of a parry into the danger area, but enough to stop the shot. But that's where the threat that Moa brings you. He can find runs into the channel, and he's got the confidence to cut inside and find himself a better opportunity.
Corner kick coming to Phoenix. Hit into a good spot, headed away. Settling touch by Molina. Vegas will try and break, but it's won back by Phoenix. Ball through the midfield. Presto slides to clear. Jerome over to help. Good passing here from Phoenix. They do not look like a team that just played a few days ago down in Orange County, a 1-0 defeat. They look fresh and informed.
Yeah, maybe right in what we say. It's at the stage now the playoffs is coming. They want to get that foot back on the gas. They've started this extremely sharp, haven't they?
David Egbo in the 4th minute. His 5th goal of the season on loan from Vancouver Whitecaps. All the way back to Lalo Delgado, the former Las Vegas goalkeeper, as we see the match odds brought to you by Westgate Superbook.
It's no real surprise, is it? I think maybe 40 points on the table difference. The Rising cruised into the playoffs this year, and the Lights, it's obviously been difficult, and it's always difficult when you play against a team that has the firepower that the Rising has.
Jerome call for the foul. Some frustration here in the early stages for Las Vegas. They've been chasing shadows here on this afternoon in Las Vegas. David Luera, the 23-year-old from Zaragoza, Spain, earns that free kick.
As we see this free kick, you see the Light started particularly well, wasn't it? It's Daroma there going in with a little bit of an elbow. I don't think it warrants him staying down for as long as he did, but the Lights started particularly well, and they've just kind of took the goals, maybe been a bit of a sucker punch to take, and it's going to be a difficult situation for the Lights to get back into this game against such a strong team in the Rising.
Luera earned the free kick. He's a new name for this Phoenix team. He's on loan from Orlando City. He signed there as a homegrown player last year. 5 years in the Orlando Academy before a career at NC State. Rando got screened off, and it's finally cleared. Dominant start for Phoenix.
Dominant, yeah, they smell blood, don't they? They've got the first goal, and they feel the opportunity to continue to add to that tally. The Lights really camped in their own half. They're keeping good shape, but this Rising team looks really up for this today.
112 saves on the season for Rando. He could end up in the top 5 all-time single-season saves. That's great dribbling from Weber. Outlet to Trejo. Good work sliding over to cut out the pass by Ryan Flood of Phoenix.
Yeah, glimmer of hope for the Lights. A little bit of a break. Good ball in behind for Trejo, which you like to see. He's got the pace to get onto those, but in the end, good defending from Phoenix. But that's what the Lights need to do. You're up against a team that's going to have a lot of possession. When you do get it, you have to break, and you have to break fast. And in the transition, I'd love to see the Lights throwing bodies forward today.
Kevin Lambert. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer. Nearly 2,500 Nevadans will be diagnosed this year. Comprehensive Cancer Centers offer treatment and research for those facing a diagnosis. Learn more at cccnevada.com. Peterson with Andrew Driver, 14 minutes gone. A goal in the 4th minute from David Egbo. Rando under some pressure now, and he clears. Egbo is a big physical target for Rick Shantz in Phoenix. And it's been Solomon Asante, Rufat Dadashov over the years. Now it's kind of a different feel up there. Let's see if Egbo would be available for the USL Championship playoffs. We'll see if Vancouver Whitecaps makes the MLS playoffs. They're fighting for one of the final places. But Asante hasn't scored in a long time. He's out with a lower body injury. 2nd straight game missed for the 2-time former USL Championship MVP. Now they started Prince Sadie up front Wednesday at Orange County. Here comes Cal Jennings going 1 versus 2. Jennings will wait for support. He has it from El Masmari. Low pass, El Masmari first touch towards goal. Good defending. Flood with some contact. And an easy claim in the end for Lalo Delgado.
Very good defending, wasn't it? El Masmari made a lovely little run into the box, and Jennings found him, lifted his head and played a nice ball into the box. And it's a difficult skill that for El Masmari when you're running at pace to try and take a touch around the defender in that manner.
Through ball, it's on for Phoenix. And there's a second goal. Great balance to stay on his feet. And it's 2-0 Phoenix inside 16 minutes. Joey Calistri, he can play in the back, in the middle, and up front. And today, as a winger, he scores.
And he's joining in the cornhole on the side as well. He showed great pace, and for a fullback, that is a fantastic finish. It was kind of a strange through ball. It didn't look like it had enough on it, but the pitch is dry today. He beats Oloski to the ball, and that, as you mentioned, that is great balance to take a touch at speed and just dink it around the post of Rando. And 2-0 for the Rising, and fantastic finish from Calistri. Even better celebration as well.
Oh, that's a fantastic celebration. There's a cornhole tournament going on today at Cashman Fields. So Calistri gets his 4th goal and his 26th appearance of the season.
Yeah, he took it well, isn't it? When you know a player goes, he was a wide player when he was younger and he was moved to fullback, sometimes you feel that they don't have the finishing ability, but you didn't witness that there.
Santi Moar trying to make it 3 for Phoenix, and he has! Santi Moar, his 15th of the season. After 4 games off the score sheet, emphatically back on it. And after the cornhole celebration, he goes over to a mattress to celebrate this bright start for Phoenix.
Incredible finish, wasn't it? Incredible finish. Another celebration, but the Rising are really turning it on already tonight. He's cut inside. The Roma, two weak tackles. You have to win the ball there as defenders. He's cut inside, and how can you have that much space on the edge of the 18-yard box to finish? A man of his quality, and you see the quality is there. What a finish for Moa. 2 goals in 4 games and 3 goals in 15 minutes for the Rising, and they really look banged up for it, don't they?
That was impressive. He would not be denied. Just bounced off Frank Taroma there for the goal. And you wondered that motivation for Phoenix. Tampa Bay had the inside edge to the #1 seed in the USL Championship, but they drew at home last night to New York Red Bulls 1-1. So that sort of opened the door. Now level points between Tampa Bay and Phoenix with 3 games to play. El Paso sits a few points back with an extra game in hand, but maybe that result last night gave Phoenix extra motivation heading into today.
Yeah, that's the time of the season. They want to finish first. They want to get all the plaudits, but they just look like they're enjoying it. They're enjoying themselves. They're in the playoffs.
Now it's Denny Trejo crossing it. Jennings has a goal back. Within a minute, the other way, Las Vegas Lights gets a goal from Cal Jennings on a wonderful delivery from Denny Trejo.
What is going on? All these goals, I don't know what to do. It's great play from Trejo. We mentioned him a minute ago, getting into those left wing areas. This time on the ball, good skill down the line, and you can't play a better cross than that. And Cal Jennings just simply does not miss from 5 yards. Great play, Trejo. Nice little step over, and what a wonderful ball into the box. And credit to the Lights, they could have head down, could have given up, but it looks like this is going to be end-to-end stuff for the remainder of the game.
There's more scoring on the field than in the cornhole tournament nearby. That's 4 goals in 18 minutes between the 2 teams.
It's like watching rugby, isn't it? There's points left, right and centre. But that was a great reply from the Lights. A team that you're down 3-0, you could just throw in the towel. But at least you can't throw in the towel. You've got fans to entertain, and that's as good a goal as you'll see.
Ninth goal in 19 appearances on loan from LAFC for Cal Jennings, the 24-year-old who grew up in Atlanta before playing at Central Florida.
Goal scored by Las Vegas Lights FC number 26, Cal Jennings.
Great response from Jennings, great delivery from Danny Trejo for his first assist.
It was a great ball into the box, wasn't it? Left side from Trejo. Good bit of skill, but perfect ball right on the 6-yard box. For a man like Jennings, he's always going to be in the danger, and Randall getting himself a little bit under that long ball.
Well off his line, could not bring it in. A settling fist bump that time from DeKel Keenan, but he's been under constant bombardment this season. Set a record as Phoenix had 19 shots on goal, 41 shots total, May 22nd in a 5-1 win over Las Vegas Lights, and that was Rando's first game in goal as the starter for Las Vegas. Short corner kick taken, back to midfield. It's Darnell King getting involved. This cross is headed away. Now flood all the way back to the goalkeeper, Lalo Delgado. We always saw Lalo Delgado last year very good with his feet.
Yes, he is comfortable on the ball, isn't he? He's a good shot stopper as well. Big presence of a goalkeeper. He had a good season. It's the opposite side, wasn't it? Last year with the Lights, he obviously was under pressure quite a lot of the time, and I thought he stood up very well.
Jeroma gets cleaned out. Free kick to Las Vegas. Jeroma has been excellent this season for Steve Cherundolo. First professional season after 1 year at Cal State San Bernardino. Born in Sierra Leone, raised in Goleta just outside Santa Barbara. Very open game. Players are receiving the ball with 10-15 yards of space.
It's a little bit, I think everyone's a little bit stunned, isn't it? It's just been so open and end to end. It's not often you see the 4 goals in the first 20 minutes. It's been really good to watch, and this is what can happen when got two teams that not really much to play for right now, is there? So they can play with the shackles off and just go and enjoy themselves.
Well, Phoenix has a lot to play for. If they get most points, they would host throughout the USL Championship playoffs. But you're right, they're not really playing for a playoff spot. They're trying to manage the minutes, get bodies healthy for the playoffs, and enter with some good form, and they had just that. Most breast cancers develop in adults over the age of 50, but breast cancer can also develop in women who are younger than 50. Comprehensive Cancer Centers offers treatment and research for those facing a diagnosis. Learn more at cccnevada.com. All the way back to Delgado. It was Egbo in the 4th minute, Calistri in the 16th, Santi Moar in the 17th. And then just a minute later, you had Cal Jennings. So Calistri, Moar, and Jennings, 3 goals in 3 minutes between the two teams.
Crazy, wasn't it? And I mentioned it's going to be a barnstormer, and it has been so far. I think both teams now a little bit taking the breath, maybe re-evaluating the situation. The Lights have to really be better defensively. They need to set a bit more of a solid back line and then try and build back into the game.
Lalo Delgado, no pressure here. 23-year-old from Westmont, California. 11 appearances with the Lights last year after a college career with Westmont College in the NAIA division. Back to Rando. His first postseason as well. Came up in the New York City FC Academy. Won 2 Development Academy National Championships there. Played college soccer for 1 season at Virginia. Here's CCUJ wearing a protective sleeve over his left arm. Flood gets forward. There's Quinn. Great ball over the top. That shot is wide. Another key pass that time from Aiden Quinn. He entered the match leading Phoenix with 73 key passes on the season. Gives a thumbs up of support and appreciation from Joey Calistri.
You can see why the vision here and the little left-footed ball into the box. It's not under too much pressure. He's able to let a striker bring the ball down in that situation and get a strike. Calistri brought it on his left side. In the end, sailed over but another opportunity for Phoenix.
Andrew, it has to be better from Vegas. That's a floated ball in, and the center backs are allowing him to settle and get a shot away.
Yeah, you can't allow anyone around your 18-yard box take a touch in those situations without having an arm on or a body on. It wasn't as if it was a drilled pass, it was a floated ball into the area, and he's managed to bring it down, take a touch and have a strike.
Uche fouled as he tried to get out of the area. A yellow card's coming out, and it's shown. Yellow card to Phoenix. Callan Rado-Sav is the referee. Uche wants to make sure it's a yellow card as we see this challenge. Watch Uche coming out of the back, and it's the loanee from Orlando, David Luera, the Spaniard, into the book.
It's a sore one. There wasn't much malice on it. He's just tried to react and win the ball back, but he stood right on the top of CC Uche's foot, and those ones are very, very painful, especially in these new style boots that you have nowadays. Back in my day, you had the thick leather, you didn't feel it, but now these synthetic boots, it stings.
Well, Rick Chance might be trying to find his best 11 entering the playoffs. Luis Manuel Saijas is available off the bench tonight, the 35-year-old former Venezuela international. Arturo Rodriguez was really a bright spot in the middle of the season. He is available off the bench tonight, the former MVP and Young Player of the Year in USL League One a couple of years ago. John Piccaro's been around for a few years for this Phoenix team. Asante is out again today. Hasn't scored in a while, but he's a two-time MVP. It's really trying to find the right 11 over these next few games for this really proud group, the defending Western Conference champions.
Yeah, you mentioned the likes of Piccaro and they're not even playing. It shows how strong this squad is. And the fact they managed to be top of the division with Asante going through a bit of a dry spell is another example of that. This Rising team's got an embarrassment of riches, but it all comes down to the playoffs, isn't it? You have to hit form at the right time of the season, and there's no, even with a squad as strong as what they have, there's no guarantees they'll be able to maintain the form. You have the likes of the Tampa Bay Rowdies and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, who are pretty similar, and whoever goes on form at the right time ends up champions.
You're right, both teams sort of taking a breather here after that bright start. 3 goals in 3 minutes from the 16th to the 18th minutes. Very different form for Phoenix. The last 4 games have been 1-0. This is a very different feel. Lambert helping out on that right wing. I should say the last 3 have been 1-0. Before that, a 3-0 loss to LA Galaxy 2. But this goal-scoring rut for Phoenix, before that, they were rolling, winning 6 straight games and scoring multiple goals in all 6. So it's kind of a streaky team. Usually they're scoring goals, but they can have their ebbs and flows like any team.
All teams can't they? It's not, football's not easy. Sometimes teams find a way, or you just lack that little bit of confidence.
Luera wide for Moar. The Spaniards combining here. And it's out for a Phoenix throw-in. Off of Roberto Molina, who's tracking back to defend. There's Santi Moar's 15th goal of the season. He has really been the surprise. Maybe not surprising to some, but if you think of the big names over the last few years, Moar has usually been 2nd, 3rd, or 4th on the scouting report of who to slow down, but he has been the main man for Phoenix this season. Here's a long throw in the box, headed away, kept alive, some high boots in there from Olaski and DeRoma. Referee lets them play on, and Trejo will.
Yeah, good defending that time from the lights. But going back to Santi Moar, it shows you what the confidence can bring to a striker when he knows he's going to get those minutes. Potentially at the start of the year said that you're going to be more influential this year, and he's taken that on. And yeah, when he's in you've got a team with the qualities that this Phoenix team has. If you get in a good streak, it can continue because the confidence will carry you through.
Santi Moar, 2nd year of Phoenix. He was with New Mexico United before that. Had a good year, 11 goals in 2019. Before that, Bethlehem and Charlotte. Began his North American soccer journey in North Carolina, played D3 soccer with Pfeiffer University. Now 27-year-old. And he's amongst the league leaders in goals now with 15.
It's a road that a lot of people have made now, isn't it? The strength of USL soccer and the fact that he's came to college.
Cross from the right, free header is headed wide. It was maybe in the air just a bit long for Egbo, or he leaped just a bit early, but still good delivery from the right for Phoenix.
That's a bigger chance than I think we recognise. It's a great ball into the box, to the back post, and Egbo, he jumped. I think he jumped way too early. As the ball was coming in, he was underneath it in the end, but if he'd have waited that split second before he jumped, he was going to be able to head the ball down.
And look at this, off the goal kick, it's a break here. Bruce Elmas-Moore has Jennings to his left. And it's good defending in the end. That was strange defending. They seem to get caught out, maybe surprised by how quickly Vegas broke, but not a good sign when one of your defenders is head down sprinting back off a short goal kick.
But what this Phoenix team does, and it's why they're so dominant, is they throw bodies forward to pressure. So when the lights pass out from the back, they don't even throw cautions to the wind. Everyone's up there. But if you can break that pressure with one pass into the midfield, which the lights did, and into the midfield for Daroma, he had the time to turn. It's not the first time you've seen tonight runners in behind them from midfield. So the likes of Elmas-Moore and Jennings found the pass from Daroma into the space. And it's something that lights have to take on. If they can continue to break the first pressure, you get opportunities by being 1v2 or 2v2 in the attacking areas.
Egbo tracked back well to slow down that potential Vegas attack. Here's Daroma. Look how deep Phoenix is sitting now. Egbo is back behind the center circle. Weber, good ball off to the left. Good settling touch of Lasky. Lasky has runners. He's always patient around the box. Here's Trejo. Trejo, low cross. Not far away from Molina. Could have made it 3-2.
Probably some signs from lights, isn't it? They're starting to find opportunities. Still, it's starting to go end to end again. Good play from Trejo, and it's another great ball into the box. And I used to get told when I was a kid, back post, back post, back post, because you always find opportunities. All it needed was Molina to take that little bit more of a chance in there at the back post, and it would have been a tap-in.
Yeah, if you're at the back post, you can always come inside, but harder to go from a middle part of the field to the back edge of the box on a ball like that. Yeah,
and at the back post, the goalkeepers tend to parry into that area as well. So and you have, and as we said, you have that extra split second to read the ball and get into that area.
Good to see a referee take charge so early in the game. Oftentimes, second half, late on you see it, but in the 32nd minute, a word of warning there. Breast cancer rates are highest in non-Hispanic white women, followed by African-American women. Comprehensive Cancer Centers offers treatment and research for those facing a diagnosis. Learn more at cccnevada.com.
As we have our stand up to cancer recognition during our halftime. If you or anyone in your family or anyone is battle cancer, is a cancer survivor.
Daroma wins it back. Great response from Vegas. It was a bit poor, to be honest, until 3-0. But since that third goal went in, they've been a different team.
Yeah, some of the defending was atrocious, but they've got good players, the lights, when they want to play and go forward. You're seeing that the gap starts to open. If you're Phoenix, you're maybe 3-0, you can maybe take a few more chances, and mistakes will happen. The lights have players who can capitalise on that.
Frank Daroma shown a yellow card for his hip-on-hip challenge there against Aiden Quinn. Daroma in the book. You
mentioned you liked the referee a moment ago telling the goalkeeper to hurry up. I feel like that's a referee that's trying to get involved too early.
Really? Okay.
And you've already seen him. He set the precedent with yellow cards. Like, for me, that's not a yellow card. That's just two guys who have legs have tangled together. And if you're giving yellow cards for that, you leave yourself in a little bit of trouble towards the end of the game.
Well, you're the former player. I'm not, and I appreciate, a dissenting opinion. I guess my point on the time wasting is no neutral wants to see time wasting, right? And Callan Radisov goes up to Lalo Delgado and says, you do it once more, you can get a yellow card. He hasn't had many goal kicks to take, but I'd rather the ref be proactive.
I agree with what you say on that instance, but didn't need him to run 20 yards, which wastes even more time. He could have shouted from where he was, like, come on, goalkeeper.
You're right. Headed back. The offside flag is up. And to your point, it's not like he's had many goal kicks to take. It's not
Yeah,
like it's 7 or 8 in a row.
I hadn't even noticed there'd been any.
Yes.
Like, they're winning 3-1. There isn't as if they're blatantly trying to
Yes.
time waste. Sometimes I think some referees just decide they want to be centre of attention, and that worries me. I know it's harsh to say, but you don't want to know the referee in a game. If you go out of the game and you don't even mention him, he's done a good job, right?
Indeed. Presto lost it. Here comes Santimo Moar's 15th goal of the season. There's a cross. Uche read it well for a left-footed clearance. Trejo back for Uche. 3-1 Phoenix leading. A barrage of goals from Rising. Egbo in the 4th minute. Then Calistri in the 16th. Santimo Moar in the 17th. Here comes Santimo Moar. It's a tough afternoon. We've seen Presto in recent weeks go up against a very good attacking winger. He'll have his hands full today against the 27-year-old Santimo Moar. He himself is only 16.
He's been good though, hasn't he, Presto? I've really enjoyed watching him develop over the season. This Lights team has a lot of young players. He's been thrown in because of injuries and not having the strength. Maybe low knees getting in the first team over at LAFC. But he's improved every week, and he has a lot of ability, and I look forward to seeing him try and develop a career. He definitely has attributes that mean he can take it to the next level.
With that goal for Santimo Moar, pulls to a tie for 6th in the USL Championship with Cicerone of Pittsburgh on 15. Haji Berry, of course, the firm control of the Golden Boot with 25 goals this season for Colorado Springs.
No matter what level you're playing at and you're scoring 17, 18 goals, it's incredible talent. For any striker, it's a good season, isn't it?
Daroma, now Masmari. Lambert comes over to deny Weber. Daroma mixing it up in there. Phoenix comes away with it. 80 Quinn. Quick pass out here to David Luera. Phoenix breaking very quickly to another chance inside the box. Deflected cross out for a Phoenix corner kick.
They're moving the ball well today. The Rising, it's a very fast pitch, and they're really pinging the ball around it. When they need to be, they're making those darting runs into the box, and they're finding the passes. They really are on form today. After going 4 games of only scoring 2 goals, you may have thought that they'd have been a bit more laboured, but they definitely seem to be playing with confidence.
Hayden Quinn will deliver this corner kick. 29-year-old from San Diego. An in-swinger. Strong headed clearance from Tekelkinen. That shot is going to sky wide, but a good idea that time from Ryan Flood. Signed his first pro deal at the end of March. He came to Phoenix from FC Arizona, head coach Dave Rogers. He had tried out for the Rising 3 times before finally making it. And he played against Rising in the U.S. Open Cup while with FC Arizona.
Wasn't a bad strike for a big central defender, was it? He had one thing in his mind when he received it. It was just a little bit high, but good to see him just having one thing in his mind and taking the shot.
Here he is, chesting the ball. Now pull it all the way back to Lalo Delgado. Edward, his official name, goes by Lalo.
Elementary School, Harney Middle School, Las Vegas Cornhole,
Rick Shantz in your picture, giving instructions to his team.
and Schofield Middle School.
No pressure for Delgado. It's a good ball out of the back for Darnell King. Now it's Lambert. Luera turning. Big switch, well read by Rando, who comes off his line to claim.
I have to say, it's good to see the Lights playing in an afternoon game, isn't it? Obviously, being English, I love seeing the afternoon games. When you play at night all the time, it's always nice to have a little bit of a change, and it adds a different dynamic to the play of the team, especially when you get to the nice part of the year like this.
First day game of the season at home for Las Vegas. 78 degrees right now. Luera Good burst of speed. Plays the diagonal ball to Cal Keenan, slides over well to clear.
The wearer there, nice little turn in midfield, but once he's got past Weber, he's gone 20 yards without anyone touching him. It was actually a poor pass from him in the end. He had more time to run into the space for the Rising. For me, Weber's got to be sprinting back with him. He can't. He isn't. Loera's not the fastest. You can't allow.
Weber now for Cal Jennings. Low delivery, Delgado claims.
You just can't allow your man to run off you like that. You have to show the desire to fall back. What an instance there. Jennings again getting into good space and just not. He's a little bit exposed on his own there today.
Jennings had his 9th goal and his 19th appearance for Las Vegas on loan from LAFC this season. From 3-0 down, pulled the goal back. Now Santi Moar leading the attack for Phoenix. Lambert, the Jamaican, away from a sliding challenge from Daroma. Lalo Delgado well off his line. Farrell and Neil Dunn, the center back partnership today for Phoenix. Darnell King's the right back, Ryan Flood the left back. Here's Jennings, he's won it. Good through ball here. Bruce El-Mesmari is in. Bruce El-Mesmari still dribbling. Wide for Jennings. It's a second for Las Vegas. Phoenix again caught high. Bruce El-Mesmari did most of the work and a cool finish. Jennings, his second goal of this first half.
Oh, I thought El-Mesmari had wasted the opportunity. He had acres of space. He tried to get onto his left foot. The defenders both slid by, but I love the fact that he showed the composure to lift his head and slip in Jennings. And Jennings is always in the right place at the right time. Well done, El-Mesmari, because it looked like he'd wasted the opportunity. But the second time it came to him, it was a lovely little pass. And this Lights team hasn't given up, and brilliant to see them take that opportunity.
American First Credit Union goal. It was a double slip and slide flyby from the defenders, and they had to because I think the whole stadium expected El-Mesmari to shoot there, but he had something else on his mind with that little slip pass.
Like he tried to take it into on his left foot, didn't he? And like by trying to get it to the left foot, he gave the defenders that little opportunity to get a tackle in. But you're right, when it did fall to him, he had the composure. Sometimes when you're in that situation, you've got one thing you might not need to take a shot, and when it falls for you the second time, it's still in your mind. But he showed the awareness to see the pass and slipped in Jennings. But I tell you, this game, what was good about that play from the Lights is it was one ball to the striker, laid back, and the run in for El-Mesmari. So direct and so precise.
Long throw in now, intended for Lambert. It's a goal kick to Las Vegas. First professional assist for Bruce El-Mesmari. Again, he signed July 9th, named after Bruce Lee, took up martial arts, became a black belt, but chose soccer in the end. He's the first in his family to play soccer. Interesting background, Lebanese and Armenian ancestry. But after traveling across the world, joined the Pachuca Academy age 13 and part of Mexico's U17 World Cup team, which lost to the host Brazil in the final 2-1. In that tournament, 8 appearances, 5 starts. And he's played for Mexico at the U15, U17, U20 levels, a bright prospect for LAFC and the Las Vegas Lights.
Yeah, you've seen it. He's obviously got the goal on Wednesday, and that situation, he was in the perfect position. I'm not sure defensively what the Rising were doing, but he did show the composure to slip in Jennings.
There again, Jennings, it's Flood there. They're cheating. They're outside backs. They're Flood. The ball's in their own half. He's getting forward. The ball turns over, and it's a foot race back to their own goal.
It's what we mentioned earlier. They throw bodies forward to try and win possession. If the Lights can do what they did, where you find the pass into the striker, lay it back, and then get third man running, the likes of El-Mesmari, the likes of Molina sprinting in, if you make those forward runs, you're going to create opportunities.
Here's a cross from Daroma. It's off the post, nearly a tying goal from Trejo. What a fight back that would have been from Las Vegas. 3-0 down through 16 minutes. And a post away from tying things up inside the first half.
I thought he'd done it. It was a great ball in for Daroma, absolutely perfect. Trejo's just mishit it a little bit. If he'd had full connection, he scored, and he's usually lethal in those areas. But the defending of the Phoenix Rising is scandalous.
Great run here from Phoenix. This is Santi Moar, lays it off to the right, return to Moar, good work, tackling back. There's Olofsky there to help defend inside his own box. Here's Trejo the other way. 3 versus 3, Trejo step overs. Now Trejo into the waist of Jennings and finally cleared by Phoenix.
It's edgy, isn't it? You got any time to breathe. It's both teams just throwing bodies forward, and it's so good to see. But for a team like Phoenix Rising, top of the division, you wouldn't imagine they would to be able to defend like this. And full credit to the Lights, they've not given up. And you know what? They've got that feeling now that they can go on and get something out of this game.
Lambert wide to the right, near the corner. Low delivery off the knee, laid back, shot over the bar. Nearly a fourth there for Phoenix. It fell to David Luera.
Yeah, Luera snatched at that one, didn't he? It was a good opportunity. Phoenix, good play down the right-hand side, ball into the box, not cleared greatly from the Lights.
Is there another talking to here about time wasting?
So apparently the Lights are time wasting now when they're losing 3-2. As I mentioned, he just wants to be in the limelight.
And as we saw there, Comprehensive Cancer Centers wants you to know that early detection saves lives. Mammograms should be performed annually for women 40 and older. Learn more at cccnevada.com.
Fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of added time.
Good turn here. Noloski defending well. It's a corner kick coming for Phoenix. Long push forward that time for Darnell King.
Yeah, showed good pace there, King, didn't he? I didn't know if he had that turn of pace, but good attack and play. Just didn't get the cross. He's obviously been one of the stalwarts for Phoenix the last couple of seasons.
And look at the Las Vegas bench and Steve Cherundolo. King in his second season with Phoenix. There's an in-swinger headed off a Vegas player and out for a corner. David Egbo, head in hands. He thought he may have had a second goal there.
Great ball into the box. You can see why the Lights have so many of these opportunities in terms of balls into the box. With Quinn's delivery is magnificent.
Another corner kick, this time headed away. Headed wide back to Quinn, but he was offside. So Las Vegas can restart.
As you say, the amount of key passes he makes, does that count as crosses as well?
Yes.
So, okay. You can see why he has so many key passes, because he really does have a good whip into the box on those set pieces.
8 assists on the season, as we said. 73 key passes, most for Phoenix. Son of former Everton player, U.S. international Brian Quinn, now the men's soccer coach at University of San Diego. (3-2) Phoenix. It was 3-0 Phoenix. There's 17 minutes, but a goal back in the 18th minute from Cal Jennings. He scored a second goal there, set up by Bruce Mesmari, and Danny Trejo just hit the post on a great delivery from Daroma. Very could be 3-3. It could be 3-3. There's a slip pass there cleared by Dekel Keenan.
It should be 3-3, wasn't it? It was one that Danny Trejo probably would have taken back. He's normally so composed in those positions, maybe mishit it a little bit. It was a good ball in the box from Daroma, but the Lights have shown such a character to come back into the game.
Switch from Quinn. There's a shot from King into the stands. Might be the final action of this first half. Well, a corner kick coming. It was touched. After the deflection, a corner kick for Phoenix. Maybe one final push for them. It's the 6th corner kick of the first half for Phoenix Rising. Here it comes. Rando strong off his line to make the claim, and there's halftime. If you love goals, this was your half. 45 minutes gone from Cashman Field. Egbo, Calistri, Mowar for Phoenix, 2 for Cal Jennings. Your thoughts, Andrew Driver?
So entertaining, wasn't it? What a game. The defending left a little bit to be desired, but great to see these guys going forward, playing with freedom, playing and enjoying the football, and the fans in the stadium will be enjoying this one today. What a game, and it's great to see so many goals.
A full notebook there for Steve Cherundolo. Cal Jennings, 10 goals on the season, his first pro season, and he has double digits goals. Halftime, From Las Vegas, Phoenix Rising 3, Las Vegas Lights 2.
Nevada Donor Network is a proud partner of the Las Vegas Lights FC. We are asking for your help to save and heal lives. Registered organ, eye, and tissue donors give hope to the more than 650 Nevadans waiting for their second chance at life. You have the power to bring them hope. Register as a hero today at registerme.org. Together, we are Nevada strong.
Believe me, with a head as big as yours, there's nothing better than the Highlander. The Highlander will seat up to 8 people.
Ooh, John has piqued Cash's interest. He got him with the economic hybrid engine. Cash is low on cash, but thankfully, Sean has an attractive finance offer.
I'll do anything to sell you a car.
It's time to get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family and friends. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury slow you down. The therapists at Dignity Health Physical Therapy are here for you. With convenient locations throughout Nevada, Dignity's clinical experts will get you back to life. Go to dignityhealthpt.com to schedule an appointment. Dignity Health Physical Therapy believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
Halftime this afternoon in Las Vegas. High-scoring half. It was 3-0 Phoenix. Las Vegas has 2 goals back, 9-10 on the season for Cal Jennings. We've heard a lot of very insightful messages from comprehensive cancer centers. Let's learn more.
Cancer has changed over the last 20 years. It's really become a chronic disease, and research plays into it. Our new treatments play into it. We rarely talk about the end of life anymore. We certainly don't want to mislead any patients, but at the same time, there's so much hope out there, so many developments, so many new drugs out there. Comprehensive has 170 different trials open for our patients to continue their fight in their battle against cancer. For Comprehensive to partner with any sports team like the Lights is important because we want to show the community that we're out there trying to make patients aware, trying to make everyone aware that the importance of cancer screening, prevention, and the multiple treatment options that we have available, including research. And it's an easy way to get the message out. So I think Kit Cancer and promotions like that are so critically important for patients as well as their families. It allows them to normalize their lives, especially going through chemo, immunotherapy. It gives them a way to essentially come out of their bubble. And it's a safe way to do it. It's outside, it's safe, especially during the pandemic. And I think it's so critically important for patients and their families to try and have some normalcy during this battle and to know that they have the support of not just Comprehensive, but the community as well. I think it's also equally as important for Cash and any mascot to come visit our patients, just because they're like amazing people and they provide such boost and morale to the patients. Right? Oh, hey bud, how you doing? How you doing? It makes people smile. I think that's the most important thing. And I think that's the message we want to relay to our patients, that, hey, they're not alone in this fight. We're gonna do everything to try and normalize things for you and to make things better. And mascots are just another way of cheering people up, making people feel good.
halftime in Las Vegas. 2 for Cal Jennings, 3 different goal scorers for Phoenix Rising. More coming up at halftime. 5 goals in the first half at Cashman.
You step onto the field. You step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solik, the back heel in! What a goal!
Luna is shot into the back goal.
Kuramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
USL Championship news and notes on this Saturday. Tampa Bay Rowdies head coach Neil Collins, the championship coach of the month after a perfect month of September. And a familiar man, Danny Cruz, former Houston Dynamo, is now the head coach with Lou City.
Our time at the Dynamo didn't overlap, but the feedback I got from the guys over there was a great opportunity. He's a good coach, got the right temperament, and great to see him rise into that head coach job so quickly.
An assistant prior with Monarchs and Lou City. Now he's the head man. And USL on ESPN Deportes continues. El Paso Locomotive FC hosting OKC Energy FC October 24th on ESPN Deportes. Andrew, which of these games stand out to you?
LA Galaxy, El Paso for me. LA Galaxy on the bubble for the playoffs. They need to be winning every game. Orange County and San Diego also maybe need just a couple of results to ensure the playoffs.
Entering play today, Galaxy 2 and 4th, Oakland and Sacramento behind them as we see the table in the Pacific Division.
Still tight, isn't it? The 4 teams from LA Galaxy down to Tacoma. If they go on a run, they'll make it, but at this time of the season, every game's a cup final for those 4 teams.
Tough loss for Tacoma on Wednesday hurt their playoff chances. We'll come back with more from Cashman Field at halftime.
Grandpa was a lawyer in Cuba. Dad was one of the first Spanish-speaking lawyers in Nevada. Alex and Orlando grew up with justice in their blood, and they've built De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury on a legacy of fighting and winning for their clients. If you've been hurt, they will stand by you every step of the way, like family, because family would never let you settle for less than you deserve. De Castro Verde Law Group Personal Injury. Our family will fight for yours.
Let's go, come on! Don't you do it. It's just a little water in the road. The light is green, there's places to go. It's just a little water in the road. The flash flood grows, how deep, who knows? The other cars made it. Watch and learn, let me show you how it goes. Loco!
Ooh la la!
Yep.
It's time to get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family and friends. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury slow you down. The therapists at Dignity Health Physical Therapy are here for you. With convenient locations throughout Nevada, Dignity's clinical experts will get you back to life. Go to dignityhealthpt.com to schedule an appointment. Dignity Health Physical Therapy believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
At Silver State Schools Credit Union, we'll be by your side through every moment of life's journey, from big life changes to small celebrations and everything in between, because we prioritize people over profit. Become a member today and have a financial partner for life.
Las Vegas Light Soccer is presented by Nevada Donor Network. Register to save a life at registerme.org. By America First Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Lights. By Westgate Las Vegas, discover legendary Vegas fun. And by Your View Las Vegas, catch replays of the lights every Saturday. It's throw to halftime. It's Phoenix 3, Las Vegas 2. Matt Peterson with former Houston Dynamo midfielder Andrew Driver. And let's look at some highlights from this first half. Fourth meeting of the season. They drew 2-2 in Cashman in August, and then the last meeting at Wild Horse Pass was a 4-1 Phoenix win. And so we expected goals, but I don't know about this many this early.
Goals, isn't it? Yeah. To have 4 in the first 20 minutes was definitely unexpected, but this one's it was kind of a half chance for Egbo, wasn't it? Keenan tried to clear it, just ricocheted off his head. Nothing Alex Randall could do to prevent it.
It's a good setup on that left side and headed off Keenan. A goal for Egbo, his 5th this season, his first pro season after a great college career at Akron. Now watch this. Saved by Rando, but a warning shot in some ways from Santi Moar.
The warning signs were there, weren't they? This Calistri obviously get the second goal there, and at this point you were really worried for the Lights. They're defensively poor. They were letting Phoenix Rising were taking opportunities at will. And it was a nice one for Calistri and a little bit of cornhole to celebrate.
And cornhole tournament today at Cashman, a APRO Pro celebration from Calistri. Now watch this from Moar. This is why he has 15 goals on the season.
Individual brilliance, wasn't it? Got the ball, good touch, beat 2 men. Maybe the tackles here from the Roma should have been a little bit better. He's gone inside, but the composure and a very clinical finish on the edge of the box, and he went to bed on that. But at this stage, you were thinking the Lights were sleeping. But they managed to come back into it. Great ball there for Jennings to score. And here you see the statistics.
Jennings would get 2 goals in that half. Jennings up to 10. Excellent from him. Former Indy 11 man. FC Dallas originally picked last year. It's been a journey for Cal Jennings. Drafted by Dallas. Signed with Indy 11. Signed by LAFC. After they'd acquired his rights from FC Dallas, and now he has been back and forth from LAFC to Vegas, but he's capitalized on these opportunities now. 10 goals and 19 appearances on loan.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, hasn't he? 2 clinical goals. It's good to see, and he's just building on that confidence and the stats. And the Lights need him, don't they? And he's managed to bring them back into the game.
Underway in the second half. Las Vegas in pink, Phoenix in black. 5 goals in the first half. What does the second half have in store?
Well, hopefully it'll be more of the same, won't it? A little bit more as entertaining. I'm sure the two coaches will hope to just see their teams defend better and maybe shut up shop a little bit. But if we get the entertainment and the end-to-end stuff we had in the first half, we'll be happy.
Darnell King pushing forward. 30-year-old from Tampa, played at FAU. There's one change. Arturo Rodriguez has come off the bench from San Luis, Mexico. He's been a star in the lower divisions of USL League One, the MVP and Young Player of the Year 2 years ago. He's come off the bench here at halftime for Rick Shantz. There's Steve Cherundolo, first season as a full-time head coach at the professional level after great experience as an assistant coach and helping out with the German youth national teams. Rodriguez started Wednesday in the loss at Orange County. He comes off the bench at halftime today for Rick Shantz. There's Trejo not giving up on it, and he nearly kept it in play. And in the end, it's going to be a goal kick, but that was another mistake from Phoenix.
Trejo's been fantastic though, hasn't he? He didn't give up on anything, and that was extremely close to staying in. He did well. The defending from Phoenix at times though leaves a lot to be decided, and Trejo unlucky not to capitalise there.
That's young Neil Dunn, the 16-year-old from Chandler, signed his first pro deal July 29th after signing an academy contract in April. He joined the Rising Academy in 2014, began training with the first team in early March. He's the first academy player to make the leap from academy contract to full pro. And there's 6 others currently on an academy contract. So a learning experience this afternoon for Neil Dunn, and many more to come for a young pro.
Yeah, that's like what it's for, isn't it? The development to get them into the first team. You saw at that point Trejo robbed him a little bit, and that comes with inexperience. That sometimes at a lower level you'll be able to run out. You don't anticipate the pace of the level when you move up, and Trejo used all his experience to try and nip in and win the ball back.
It's a full pro debut for Neil Dunn. He will turn 17 on Monday. Signed July 29th, yet to play before this afternoon. Nice takeover that time. Quinn, good challenge from CC Uche. It was a great run. Left there, dummy style by Aiden Quinn. Then he immediately burst in the box and nearly scored. This is quality. Great play by Quinn. This is what you work on as a team in the training ground. You're running those like balls from wide, step overs and dummy runs. It nearly worked to perfection in that situation. It shows a team that's well trained. Corner kick here for Phoenix. Rando off his line to make the claim. See if he can catch Phoenix pushing for it. It's a great throw out to Bruce Elmesmari. Trejo joining 2 versus 3. A thumbs up from the Vegas bench for the throw out from Rando. I wonder if that's something that was mentioned at halftime. The Lights, when they've been direct tonight, found opportunities. They'll say that this Rising team hasn't been great in transition. So the Lights must look when they get opportunities to be direct and try and catch the Rising on the counter-attack. Get the likes of Elmesmari and Jennings running into those channels. Uche wide. There's another change. Las Vegas has gone to Mohamed Traore, loanee from LAFC. He's a halftime change for Steve Cherundolo. Better here from Las Vegas. Weber is getting involved. Like he's maybe moved from the left wing to the right wing for the moment. Traore trying to turn the corner against Darnell King. It's the first time we've seen Traore in the left back area for a while. He's been filling in at centre half in recent weeks. This is good. It's got a great engine up and down there in the left from the left back area. Good work. Here's Jennings, 2 first half goals. Centers it. Intended for Weber. Picked up by Oloski. Weber. And good defending. Elmesmari will settle it. Tony Leon has also entered, another LAFC player. Halftime substitute. Good work from Jennings. Low cross. Cleared. Leon had a run with the Mexico youth national team over the last international break, and you see the change. David Egbo replaced by John Baquero. Halftime change for Rick Shantz. We saw Arturo Rodriguez also enter. Here's Uche. Traore from Molina, the first change presented by Dignity Health Physical Therapy and Las Vegas Lights.
Molina was quiet, wasn't he? He's normally an attacking threat for the Lights. We've not barely heard his name mentioned in the first half. It was all the likes of Elmas Mari, Jennings, who were making all the attacking runs, which is unlike him. He's normally particularly good breaking from that midfield.
Tony Leone for Dylan Presto, the other change for Steve Trundle on the Lights. This is a good push here from King, wide to the right. Cross coming, over, hit slightly, but picked up on the backside. There's another cross in, excellent ball, it's a fourth goal for Phoenix. 6 minutes into the second half, it's the right back, Darnell King, pushing forward to get on the end of that wonderful cross. Phoenix leads 4-2.
What's he doing there? That's my question. It's a magnificent ball into the box. A great cross on the left-hand side. He's put it into a perfect area, and a great run from... Is that Quinn with the ball in? A great run from King, and that's difficult when a right back makes that run. The defenders, the Lights defenders, won't really know who to pick him up because he's out of position so badly. And it's a great header. Rando he's got enough power on it to get it past Rando, who didn't get enough on the save.
Third goal of the season for Darnell King, who has played in all but one game this season for Rick Shantz. He's ever present at right back, an opportunistic goal. It's 4-2 Phoenix.
It's all about the cross though, isn't it? What a ball from Quinn on a half volley to whip it into the pace into an area like that. It's magnificent.
Now a break the other way. Jennings nearly finding his hat trick, but sandwiched off the ball at the near post. He wins it back, tries to turn, takes some challenges there as Trejo comes over. And King's prior goals against Oakland and RGV earlier this season. 4-2 Phoenix Rising.
We've started where we left off the first half, haven't we? Goals, opportunities. Jennings nearly got himself a half opportunity there with his running behind, just couldn't get the strike. But end-to-end stuff, and both teams look like they can score every time they go forward.
The other change for Phoenix, as we saw on the screen, David Egbo replaced by John Baquero. Arturo Rodriguez for David Luera. So the two starters from Wednesday are Rodriguez and Baquero come on at halftime for Rick Shantz. Again on for Phoenix. Traore pulled out a bit. Nice ball. Calistri just under Santi-Moar.
It was a good ball from Calistri. I think Calistri, sorry. It's not a great touch for him. Santi-Moar, he's trying to reach the outside of his right foot. In that situation, it'd be better running onto it with your left foot. Maybe not as strong on the left side.
Deco Keenan, 27 caps for Israel. Last couple seasons with Sacramento, signed about a month ago to play with Las Vegas. His second home game tonight. Offside flag comes up. Comprehensive Cancer Centers wants you to know that the early detection saves lives. Women should conduct self-breast exams on a regular basis. Learn more at cccnevada.com. Some hesitation. Jennings has caught Delgado. He'll go for goal. It's a cross for Trejo. Trejo kept out Delgado. Back to the middle and cleared. Lalo Delgado hesitating for no apparent reason.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Jennings did, as a goalkeeper, the one rule is when you've got the ball, you can't have a second when Jennings is on the pitch because he'll close you down. Trejo did everything right. He's cut inside and he's had to hit it on the target, and Delgado makes amends with a great save, but magnificent effort from Jennings to win the ball from the goalkeeper, and the Lights unlucky to not get themselves back into the game.
Curious goalkeeping there from Lalo Delgado.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that this season? When Jennings is on the pitch, you can't dilly-dally. He's always going to pressure you. He doesn't give you a minute, and as a goalkeeper, you can't make that extra touch when he gets there because he's so strong on the press.
There's a long shot from distance. Rattles the top of the goal net on the outside. Good hit from distance. Let's go back and watch this challenge.
And here's Trejo cutting inside, and he's tried to just get it onto target, and maybe took that a little bit too long there, Trejo, and gave Delgado enough time to get back into his goal.
Brando can restart here. Every time you think Phoenix has got a comfortable margin, there's a play like that, and Vegas is nearly back in it. They had the chance for the tying goal in the first half where Trejo hit the post off a good quality cross from Deroma. That would have made it 3-3, but Phoenix now back up 4-2 after the Darnell King goal, and that goal nearly there for Cal Jennings or Trejo.
Oh, the way this game's going, I wouldn't be comfortable at any moment. We've already seen 3 goals in 3 minutes, so at any moment in the game today, it could go either way.
Kel Keenan, center back partner with CC Uche. Confident build up here from Olaski. Here's Cal Jennings, 2 goals in the first half for the LAFC loanee. Kevin Lambert. Lambert in his 5th year with Phoenix. One of the first names on the team sheet for Rick Shantz, the Jamaican. Wide here, Mohamed Traore. Weber, back for CC Uche. Keenan, comfortable to find Deroma. Better from Las Vegas. Weber threads the pass. Bruce Almasmari shot right to Delgado.
Almasmari's shown more confidence now, isn't he? I think the goal at the weekend's probably done him the world of good. He's got himself in dangerous situations, got himself an assist. Like in that situation, they're much more confident, decisive touch and strike, and that's what you want to see from a player.
Neil Dunn back to Delgado. Good pressure here from Las Vegas. Strong challenge. Free kick coming to Phoenix. That was to Kel Keenan. Israeli center back.
No nonsense from Keenan there, wasn't it? I don't think the attacker was expecting him to go so strong on the tackle there.
Restart from Lambert. Nice work from Deroma. Overlapping run. Here comes Phoenix once again, searching for a 5th. Runs come. Top of the area. Keenan heads away. Good positioning there from the veteran. A nice turn here from Ryan Flood. Flood harassed by Deroma. Deroma on a yellow card, but a clean challenge there.
Great play. Great aggressiveness for Deroma winning the ball, wasn't it? As always this season, he showed great tenacity in the midfield. He never gives up. Good on the ball. He's found some great passes into those spaces today. He's had a real good performance.
Lambert getting forward. Good step from CC Uche. Hasn't been as easy in the second half for Phoenix getting forward. There's Calistri away from Traore. Here's Calistri, has options to his right. Calistri centers it. Better from Phoenix. Good turning, good passing. Well-timed run from King. King for a second, centers it, and it's just wide. It was deflected. Nearly a 5th there. Arturo Rodriguez late arriving, very unselfish for Darnell King, who could have gotten for goal himself.
Brilliant build-up. That's the quality this team does. Great touch from King. Run into the box, and it's a great block by Keenan, but Rodriguez needs to finish. But that's the quality Phoenix has, wasn't it? They really picked the lights apart there. The touch from King was fantastic, taking him past Traore.
Off the short corner, clip to the back post, settling touch, and the shot is over the bar. Long time to think about it before the closeout came. Santi Moar, who scored in the first half.
Fine. Rick Shantz, the Phoenix coach, after this, you've got mixed feelings, haven't you? Like, at times they've been absolutely brilliant going forward, but then there's the worrying signs of the defensive woes so far in this game. I know maybe looking too much into it in terms of it's a game that they've already qualified for the playoffs, but eventually when you're going to run out of luck at times, aren't you, when you play in this manner, throwing bodies forward like they do. Great, they scored 4 goals, but you play against a quality team in the playoffs, they'll score on these opportunities.
Rodriguez had that chance. 2 goals, 4 assists on the season. Tonight's his 26th appearance. Uche peeks back to Rando. He'll clear it himself. A reformed back 4. Tony Leo now playing right back. Tekel Keenan. CC Uche, Mohamed Traore. So experience now for Leo in getting right back experience. He's a natural center back.
He's probably one of the best one-on-one defenders for the Lights, isn't he? He does fantastically well in the back. I think he has the ability to go out at right back. He's got the pace, the stamina to go up and down the line, so it will be a good experience for him.
And looking at that there, it might almost be a 3-back with 5 in the midfield, or 4 in the midfield and 3 attackers, because you see Oloski and Traore dropping deep and 3 natural center backs on your screen.
Yes, it's well spotted, Matt, actually. It does look that maybe after the first half they just want a little bit more cover.
Here's Trejo. Jennings arriving. Denny Trejo. Well defended by King. He finds Bruce Elmesmari. There's a cross. It will be picked up by Weber. He'll actually watch it out for a Las Vegas throw-in.
Good play, Trejo again. I felt Elmesmari just hesitated on the ball a little bit too long. Just give the Rising a little bit of a chance to get back in, but still a good ball in the box from Trejo.
Flood does well under pressure from Leon. Direct ball out. Keenan heads away. Keenan's been good today. It sounds strange giving up 4 goals, but he's won a lot in the air. He's been good defending set pieces, and he's given that thump in the center back position. Yeah, he's a solid, isn't he? He's a big guy. He's obviously great experience. You saw his experience there with the block on Rodriguez. Good touch for Traore. Now it's Trejo. Trejo trying to find Jennings. Pass deflected. A chance he may have gone for goal himself. It was tight. I liked his idea, just a little chip into Jennings. Trejo again, though, he's busy, isn't he? It took him a few weeks to get his fitness, but since he's had this run in the team, he's showed a lot to me. He's got good ability, he's got good skill running at people. Him and Jennings have started to make a nice little partnership up there. Trejo number 10 for Vegas, a great story in the USL Championship. He was raised in Mendota, California, west of Fresno, very small town. Set some California goal scoring records at the high school level there before going to Cal State Northridge. He was the Big West Offensive Player of the Year in 2019. Picked by LAFC, number 14 overall. Signed a contract for Las Vegas Lights, and here he is contributing after injuries slowed his first pro season. That pass too far for Calistri and picked up by Rando. And look at the difference in Rando in this second half, though. As soon as he gets the ball, he's instantly looking for passes. And look at that from Trejo. He gets away from 3 and finally cleared by young Neil Dunn. That was excellent, and that's the confidence of Trejo. He's got skill, hasn't he? His feet are fantastic. I love it when he runs at people. He's got that nice step over and quick feet to get away from the defender. One of my favorite facts about Danny Trejo, he set the California single season and career records for goals. Whose record did he break? Older brother Javier set in 2009-2010. He lasted nearly a decade before younger Danny Trejo broke those records. Poor Javier's going to have to listen to that for the rest of his life now, isn't he? Every Christmas, do you think he'll be giving him a little nudge? Absolutely. Here's Christopher Jaime, the 17-year-old academy player for LAFC. He's into the match. 2 changes there for Steve Cherundolo. Switches off just past Cherundolo. Cherundolo entered the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago, along with his former youth rival, Carlos Bocanegra, national team teammates. In his induction speech, he mentioned how proud he was that his Nomads team would typically be Bocanegra's Arsenal teams in the State Cup Championship for SoCal. And go on to be roommates with the national team, and now in technical roles. Bocanegra with Atlanta United. Torrendolo with LAFC as the head coach with Las Vegas Lights.
It's good to see both of them make the progression, isn't it? They've got so much experience. Sometimes that experience gets wasted. They go out of the game. So good to see Bocanegra and Steve Torrendolo come and give their knowledge. And you can see with the Lights that how they have a person like that to be learning off. These young guys. You can see the likes of Danny Trejo, the improvement as the season's gone on. It's coming from a top coach.
Rodriguez will restart after the foul. Here comes Rando. Calls off Velasquez to make the claim. Aiden Quinn has come off, and it's an opportunity off the bench for Phoenix. And Luis Manuel Saijas, 35-year-old from Venezuela, nearly 70 caps for his country. Another recent signing for Rick Shantz, and again, another piece of the puzzle for the playoffs.
You need everyone, don't you? The playoffs, when it comes, you don't know how the game's going to go. You need, and what he does bring is a lot of experience, which probably brings a level head when you need it the most.
Christopher Jaime replaced Bruce Elmes-Mari. Saijas started in Wednesday's loss at Orange County. Signed September 8th. Julian Vasquez has replaced Tekel Keenan for Chief Torrendolo and Las Vegas Lights. This is the 5th appearance overall for Luis Manuel Saijas. Bad giveaway. It's one back by Phoenix. Runners in the box. Santi-Moar against Leon. Top of the area. First time volley over the bar.
This goal that would have been. It was a bit of a slack play at the back from the Lights. Just trying to play out. Didn't win the ball. They've been decisive in the attack, and it fell to Saijas, who had a left-foot strike. Looking at his background, some career he's had. Played at the level he's played in Brazil and such places. He's got to have ability. So to bring him in time for the playoffs, it adds an extra dimension to the team.
Good turn from Cal Jennings. He's wrestled down there by Lambert. That was a good burst. Jennings was nearly off. A settling touch. Very open football here at Cashman. Long shot from distance from Calistri, covered up by Rando. Saijas played for Banfield. He played for Standard Liège in Belgium. Last club, Independente Santa Fe. Very interesting pickup. They added, it seemed like they want more experience across the fields. Manuel Madrid, 27-year-old Mexican, was added a couple months ago. They're getting other loanees like Darren Maddox with MLS experience. Free kick coming from the far side. 4-2 Phoenix. The difference in this half, the third goal of the season from Darnell King. 4 different goal scorers today for Phoenix. Here's the delivery. Well defended by Las Vegas and finally cleared by DeRoma.
It's a good ball onto the box, wasn't it? A lot of pace onto it. Good defending from the Lights to clear the danger.
Treatment options for breast cancer include surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, clinical research, and cancer genetic counseling. Comprehensive Cancer Centers offers it all. Learn more at cccnevada.com. Here comes Trejo, cutting inside, 3 versus 4 for Las Vegas. Hard challenge. He left his feet. Torrendolo did not like the call.
It was a great turn from Trejo, though, in the first place. He left King for dead. King did well to get back in and make the tackle.
3 versus 3 the other way. Open game, 70th minute. That shot is off the hands of Rando and in. Unfortunate for Rando. It's very fortunate. Santi-Moar, sweet 16. 16 goals on the season.
Good play from Moar, wasn't it? Counter-attack, the lights were going forward. They wanted a free kick, they didn't get it. Moar again, cutting on his right foot as he did for the first goal. And this is one Randall will want to take back. He's trying to catch it. Sometimes as a goalkeeper, you just need to parry it over the bar. This occasion, the strike had enough power on it. Just not great goalkeeping from Randall, and it just nestled into the back of the net.
Somewhat surprising. It's his first multi-goal game of the season. He had 14 goals in 14 different games, many of those on scoring runs of 6 or more games. He had not scored in 4, and he gets a brace here today to make it 5-2 for Phoenix.
Yeah, it's great coming in on the right-hand side like that. He does so well to get it onto his stronger right foot. And it's just this one, sometimes you get a bit of luck, and that's how you end up with double games. Rando, not his greatest moment of the season. The amount of saves Randall's made this year, we haven't seen many of those errors from him. But Moa, there's a reason he's one of the top scorers in the league.
Up to 16, he passes Cicerone. He's one back of 3 ahead of him, Murphy, Lancaster, and Brett on the goal scoring charts in the USL Championship. And look at the break here for Phoenix. Just wave after wave of attack for both teams, to be frank. And missed clearance there from Traore. Picked up by Arturo Rodriguez. To be fair, this has been a troubling trend for Las Vegas. Poor second halves. They've been a lot of games, particularly at home, but have not been able to close games out. 3-2 at the break, now 5-2 for Phoenix as Olaski pushes forward. His pass to Trejo is cut down by Lambert.
You're right, they found it difficult, haven't they? After the hour stage, when they started to make all the changes, they've not. In fact, this year, for the lights, they've struggled to put a 90 minutes together, haven't they? They've had spells of games where they've looked fantastic, but then other times where they've let other teams into the game.
Traore's entry ball dealt with well. Daroma picks it up.
Even tonight, today, you've seen that, haven't you? They've come against one of the best teams in the league, and at times they've been all the match. It's just
good run for Vasquez. He earns a free kick. A little push in the back. Vegas has a free kick. Darnell King pleading his case after he was called for the foul.
Good play from Vasquez. Got into his right foot, was looking for the strike. The defender had to bring him down to prevent him from being able to do that. Good skill, getting into his right foot, and King a little bit strong, maybe a bit of a push on the arm. And rightfully so, a free kick.
Daroma a possibility here. Olaski, Weber, Vasquez, 4 standing over it. Now Daroma walks away. Olaski. Perhaps Olaski or Vasquez. Vasquez right off the bench. About 25 yards away, there's 6 in the wall for Lalo Delgado and Phoenix. Vasquez right to Delgado, not a bad effort.
Good effort, wasn't it? Pace over the top. If that was into the corner, it's a goal. There's nothing to keep him do. It's a difficult skill to get the ball up and down like that. He's managed to do it. Just if he gets it closer to that near post, it's a goal. Good, really good technique from Vasquez.
74 minutes gone. Phoenix with 5, Las Vegas with 2. Picked up here, the flag is up. It's a free kick won by Cal Jennings, who scored twice in the first half. He's up to 10 goals on the season.
Jennings again winning the ball in dangerous areas, isn't it? If you can't have a minute when he's on the pitch, he's always looking to win the ball back, and he creates so many opportunities himself, and that's cynical from the defender. That's got to be a yellow card.
I agree. Clear as day jersey tug after the ball was lost.
A little frustration of being robbed of the ball, wasn't it? And professional foul is probably a good foul, actually, to prevent. You can't just let Jennings run in and have a free opportunity.
And Joe Farrell got away with one there. Center back pulled out. Free kick coming here for Las Vegas. Overhit. Goal kick to Phoenix. Another change coming.
Poor set piece, that, isn't it? You get into that situation, you have to put it into the danger area.
Substitution Phoenix Rising FC. Leaving the game number 21, Joseph Calistri. Into the game number 8, Ivan Gutierrez.
Ivan Gutierrez, the latest change for Rick Shantz. And he replaces the goal scorer, Joey Calistri, who scored the second goal of this match, his 4th goal of the season. Gutierrez, a 23-year-old for Riverside, California, played his last 2 seasons with LA Galaxy 2. Before that, Chivas Guadalajara under 20s and the Chivas reserves. Experience with Mexico's under 17s for Ivan Gutierrez, the latest change for Phoenix. Picked up this loose ball on the left. Good job in the air from Traore. He heads away. Throw into Phoenix. Right off the bench, that was a chance for Ivan Gutierrez, wearing number 8. Could be the last road game of the season for Phoenix. If they take care of business after today and have the number 1 seed in the USL Championship playoffs, they could host all the way through. After today, they host Sacramento next weekend, end the season with the home game against Tacoma.
What a luxury that would be, wouldn't it? You win this game, and if you get that home field advantage in the playoffs, no travelling, you'll be fresher, you'll be fitter, and you're in your comfortable situation. It could be as good as. That's probably why they performed as well as they have today. They know if they get a few wins and get themselves in that position, it gives them a great opportunity.
Unbeaten at home this year, 11 wins and 3 draws and 14 appearances, a wild horse pass. Off to the right, chance here for Las Vegas. A lot of pink jerseys in the box. It's crossed. Traore will run it down. And he earns a corner kick. Trejo will take it. Vasquez is nearby. Here it is in the box. It's off the post. Nearly a hat trick for Cal Jennings. So close for Jennings. Glancing header off the post. It's still alive for Vegas. Danny Trejo earns a corner.
They've not given up, have they? They've not given up. It's a great ball into the box. Jennings makes a nips in front of the defender. Great header off the inside of the post. And the Danny Trejo one in the first half, the Cal Jennings one in the second half, both off the inside of the post. Both of them go in. This is a completely different game.
And then Trejo took it to the near post. His shot was eventually swept aside. Good second chance after the header off the post. There's Vasquez scrapping. Good battle there between 2 players. Look at that. Vasquez into a challenge, and he's called for a foul.
Yeah, good scrap for the ball, wasn't it? Probably a foul in the end. But good to see from Vasquez showing the desire to win the ball back. But this Lights team, you've got to give them full credit. They've not given up the whole night, the whole day, and that exemplifies it there with Vasquez trying to win a 50-50 challenge.
Lalo Delgado will restart.
As we still have our cornhole championship still going on right now. We have about 4 teams left.
4 teams left in the cornhole championship. We might see Calistri jump in. He's shown his warm-up form in that first half of the celebration. Here's Jennings. He's been up for it from the opening whistle. He earns a free kick here. 2 goals. Plus the header off the post, multiple fouls won. It's been one of the best games of the year for Cal Jennings.
He's been brilliant all year, hasn't he? That's fantastic play. Held the defender up, nicked it past him. But it must have been fairly frustrating this year because he has performed so well and the team just hasn't got the results. And this is another evening tonight, 2 goals. His performance has been really, really good with not the most amount of service.
Short corner kick effectively for Las Vegas as we enter The 81st minute. Delgado punches away. Good experience for him. It's just his third appearance of the season, his second start. His last came a few games ago at LA Galaxy 2. Jaime off the bench. Some of his first touches for the teenager from the LAFC Academy. Good work to win it back. But he's called for a foul against big Kevin Lambert.
That's not a foul for me. He's just showed more strength to win the ball back. That can happen sometimes, and that man, Steve Frundler, obviously agrees with me. He's a smaller guy. He's won the ball back with just wanting it more. It's not as if he's pushed him. He's got his foot round and won the ball.
And no way that's a foul. He just falls over.
Phoenix have been lax in those situations. Like you saw Delgado get nicked from one. Jennings a minute ago won a free kick by winning the ball back. They've had a little bit of, in the defensive half when they've had in possession. Phoenix have been a bit slack and a little bit of pressure, more pressure from the lights. They would keep winning it off them.
Good header won initially by Mohamed Traore. Now it's all the way back to Lalo Delgado. 11 starts with Vegas last year. Made his pro debut in the memorable 1-1 draw at San Diego, the home opener for the expansion side last year. 4 years at Westmont College at the NAIA level. Andre Rawls, the primary goalkeeper this season for Phoenix. Now another chance for Phoenix Rising. Traore did well. One-on-one defending on the edge of the box.
Great defending from Traore. That's what both teams have lacked tonight. Traore coming on their one-on-one defending, just showing the strength and the timing to win the ball.
Traore crossing, good ball. Jennings looking for his hat trick, well defended. Corner kick coming for Las Vegas.
Brilliant from Traore. You win the ball back and then you make a long bursting 60-yard run and play a decent ball into the box.
By the way, Rawls was perfect. His first 18 starts, Phoenix to not lose before Wednesday at Orange County. They were 14-0-4 with Rawls as the starting goalkeeper. Corner kick for Danny Trejo in the 83rd minute for Las Vegas. Low towards the middle of the box. Traore got there, but Phoenix defends well in the end. Wide for Christopher Jaime. 17-year-old from San Diego. Wide to the left for Trejo. Trejo's low cross. Miscleared. Jennings has a hat trick! Cal Jennings, his first pro hat trick, capitalizes on a poor clearance and maybe late life for Las Vegas Lights.
The game's not over. The game is not over. Jennings, when you have him on the pitch, he's always going to be there in dangerous situations, but what's the defending? Jennings, all credit to Jennings, he never gave up on it. He's in the right place at the right time. And terrible defending from Joe Farrell. He's tried to clear it and miss-hit it, but full credit to Jennings. He's not given up. He's managed to get himself a hat-trick in this game, and you wouldn't bet against him getting another goal the way this game's gone.
11 on the year for Cal Jennings in his 19th appearance. Farrell well-traveled in this league. 4th year with Phoenix, before that Rochester and the Red Bull 23s.
You see what I mentioned earlier, they're going into the playoffs. If you defend like that in the playoffs, you're going to lose. I didn't see a reaction. It's happened, and it just seemed like, oh well, you don't want to see that. You want to see the players around him like saying, hey, it's not acceptable.
There's Delgado. Good for Cal Jennings.
Well, for sure.
He had the header off the post. He's been chasing lost causes, flying out in the channels, earning free kicks.
It's not just today though. All season, every game, his attitude's been magnificent. He chases things down. He makes things happen on his own. He's strong. He's direct, and you're right. He wins the ball so many times just through pressing because he's got that work rate and effort. He's a coach's dream. He's your top goal scorer, but his player runs more than anyone else on the pitch.
Back the other way for Phoenix. Cut and feel Arturo Rodriguez. Uche to defend. Great ball. Another for Phoenix. Well-timed run. It's 6 for Phoenix Rising. Spectacular ball, Arturo Rodriguez. And it's the new man, Luis Manuel Saihas, with his first goal for Phoenix Rising.
And then another good play from Rodriguez. A lovely pass. It was a great run from deep from Saihas, and he took it really well. You saw his experience in that. Just the first touch was magnificent, and just to slide it past Rando, showed the awareness, and the Lights got themselves back into it, and they're giving a goal up so quickly.
Unfortunate for Vegas, their back four was really scattered, not a tight line whatsoever, and really spread out as well.
It is, the front bodies forward, the Jennings, the third goal for Jennings gives you a little bit of hope, which means you're going to throw bodies forward a little bit. You're not going to trap the runners because you're hoping to catch on the counter-attack. We've been lucky tonight to see so many goals, haven't we?
6-3 Phoenix.
I've moaned a little bit at the defending, but you've got to give full credit to both teams for the finishing tonight. Some of the strikes and the composure that's been shown has been first class.
First goal in his 5th appearance for Phoenix Rising for Luis Manuel Sayas. The Venezuelan, 69 caps for his country, 2 goals, scored one of those in a World Cup qualifier back in 2014. Comprehensive Cancer Centers is a multi-specialty practice offering medical oncology, radiation oncology, breast surgery, pulmonary medicine, clinical research, and cancer genetic counseling to patients in Nevada. Learn more at cccnevada.com. Another change coming for Rick Shantz in Phoenix Rising. Jonathan Levine played for Las Vegas for 2 years. 13 appearances from 2019 to 20. Before that, Tulsa in the USL Championship. Born in Mexico, he enters here. Another mid to late season signing for Rick Shantz. He signed September 13th. Today is his Phoenix Rising debut.
Just good, isn't it? For the team to have the ability, like not many teams have the ability to add a couple of bodies when you get to the business end of the season. And Rick Shantz is a smart coach, and he knows his scouting's fantastic. He knows a good player and when to sign them.
Jonathan Levine in for his first appearance with Phoenix. Good ball wide here for Traore. Vegas will continue to push. Hat-trick man Cal Jennings inside for Vasquez. No foul given. No argument from Cherundolo. Vasquez back to his feet. Free kick far side.
Everything's good. Everything's good.
Minute goal, Luis Manuel Sayas. Here's the restart, just wide of the near post, nearly 7 for Phoenix. That was a good delivery from the lefts.
I thought that was in. Any more goals and I lose count, Matt. I've only got 10 fingers.
Lambert came off, Levine replaced him. Up this right side. Good work. Eric Oloski. Christopher Jaime wider left. Traore has a run from Jennings. It's low and it's clear. Jennings wants a fourth.
They're obviously on the wrong end of 6-3 here, the Lights, but they've been great to watch tonight, haven't they? I think it's been frustrating at times this season, but they play with a lot of freedom. They've created so many chances. It's been good to see for them. Finally, without that pressure, to just go and enjoy themselves, score a few goals and really entertain.
Danny Trail will deliver this corner kick. Back post, strong defensive header. It's another corner kick. Will be taken from the opposite side. Fifth corner kick of the afternoon for Las Vegas. Phoenix has had 9. Here's the corner. Delgado rises well at the back post ahead of Tony Leon. 20 shots this afternoon for Phoenix, 10 for Las Vegas. Delgado will roll out. Good challenge there in midfield from Weber.
That's a statistic that shows you that there could have been more. There's been so many clear-cut opportunities. You take out the fact that the lights have hit the inside of the post twice as well.
Phoenix with 6 goals on 9 shots on target. Delgado. Chested down by Traore. 3 minutes will be added on here at the end of the second half. Frank DeRoma. Belosky. Good ball. Nearly a fourth for Cal Jennings. He will not stop running this afternoon.
Another great run into the box. A good ball as well. He's got an end. He's hurt himself. He's good defending from Dunn to get away the danger. Jennings must be thinking this is a crazy day. Great ball from Belosky into that 6-yard box again. And Dunn did just enough to put Jennings off.
Cal Jennings can score goals. He did at the college level. 2019, his senior year at Central Florida, 18 goals, tied for the national lead. Was the American Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Year. He scored 20 goals in 2018, first team All-American. 46 career goals in college. Now 11 in 19 appearances in his first full pro season on loan from LAFC.
The ultimate aim for him is to keep improving, isn't it? Get to the next level. And he showed the ability at every level to score goals. And I think he has. I think he's got he has the strength and the ability to take it to the next level.
Leon. Phoenix searching for a 7th. 4 in the attack. That shot is saved by Rando. Big save from Rando to keep it at 6-3. Now he comes off his line.
Good for Randall to redeem himself after the one earlier where he's maybe powered it into his own net. It's good for him to show that he has that shot-stopping ability that we've seen all season.
Jennings also 9 goals last year with Memphis, 901. The second season, if you consider last year a full season despite the pandemic. Good switch off to the right. Belosky has been very active with crosses here in the second half. DeRoma turning. Traore. Traore clips in an excellent ball, and Delgado off his line to head away. A scrum of bodies behind his punch, and there's full time at Cashman. 6-3, the full-time score. Phoenix over Las Vegas. Your thoughts, Andrew Driver?
I'm exhausted. It was end-to-end stuff all day, wasn't it? Not the world's best defending, but great entertainment for both teams. Full credit to them. They put on a show. Phoenix end up the winners. They have that extra little bit of quality, but 2 shots off the post when the lights go in. It's a different game, but what a game to watch.
Cal Jennings with his 2nd career hat trick, had one last year for Memphis against Birmingham, also in October. 2nd hat trick for Cal Jennings, 1st brace of the year for Santi Moar of Phoenix. Full time 6-3. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. Now to our save of the match. Many to choose from with this offensive show. This was early on. Santi Moar forcing this save from Alex Rando.
Yes, and the dangerous Santi Moar coming in on that right-hand side with the strike. This time, Rando got down to his right-hand side and parried it and cleared away from the danger. He was a busy man tonight, Rando. He made that one little error, but today shows his ability.
Save of the game presented by Nevada Donor Network. Remember, you can save a life at registerme.org. Phoenix 6, Las Vegas 3. Phoenix has its 20th victory of the season. We wrap it up after this.
Desert Radiology is the area's chief resource for the highest quality medical imaging and diagnostic care. We're proud to offer 11 conveniently located imaging centers across the valley. As a member of the community for over 50 years, Desert Radiology is proud to be the official imaging partner of the Las Vegas Lights. To learn more, visit desertrad.com. That's desertrad.com. Let's go Lights!
Yo sé que tú puedes.
Tú puedes hacerlo, yo creo en ti. Estoy tan orgulloso de ti. No estás solo, estoy aquí para ti. No te rindas. Deja de fumar y vapear, por favor. Sigue intentándolo, valdrá la pena. Eres la persona más fuerte que conozco.
Fuerte.
Yo te admiro.
Yo te admiro. Yo te admiro.
Eres mi modelo a seguir.
Deja de fumar y vapear hoy.
Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por ti. Hazlo por mí. Hazlo por mí.
Hazlo por mí.
Hazlo por nosotros.
Nuestros niños están mirando. Para obtener ayuda gratuita para dejar de fumar y vapear, llame a la línea de ayuda de Nevada al 1855 Déjelo Ya. Es el 1855 Déjelo Ya. 1855-335-3569. Por mí, por ti, por nosotros. Viva saludable.
We asked what you need from your health insurance.
If my husband picks up any more hobbies, I'll need free counseling. If I have to deal with more of 2020, therapy should be free.
If we're going to keep our engines running, we need healthy bodies and brains and boundaries. So, give us unlimited free mental health visits.
Introducing Friday Health Plans. Health insurance with the benefits you want, like unlimited $0 mental health visits.
Las Vegas Lights Soccer is presented by the Castro Verde Law Group. They treat you like family. By Finlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. And by Jarritos, it's super good. Tonight's hardest working man of the match, presented by Laborers International, the hardest working guys in Vegas. Andrew Driver, an easy choice for our man of the match, presented by Lyona. It's Cal Jennings, his second career hat trick. Had one last October with Memphis. He gets another here for Las Vegas, up to 11 goals on the season.
Yeah, he was clinical tonight, wasn't he? So unfortunate to end up on the losing side. The first one was great positioning for him. This one, striker's finish from with an empty net. Did all he needed to do though. And then again, two real strikers finishes. But he's been fantastic all season and he deserved to take the match ball home tonight.
Also had a header off the post before that third goal. Now the full-time highlights. This should be action-packed with 9 goals in it. Fourth meeting of the season. Phoenix won the last. Before that, a 2-2 draw at Cashman. Each of the games featuring many goals, and early on, this shot from David Egbo, a opportunistic deflection for a goal, his 5th of the year.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the first goal, wasn't it? If we went through all the goals tonight, it could be a long highlight sequence. It was so entertaining, and this is the second for Calistri. He took this really well. Great touch and a nice finish into the near post.
Great balance from Calistri. Picks up his 4th goal of the season and a celebration for the Cornhole tournament. And then the first of 2 for the day, Santi Moar, the 27-year-old Spaniard. That was his 15th for the season.
Great skill all night when he comes in from that left wing onto his right foot. He's dangerous. And there's a clinical finish. Nothing the goalkeeper Randall could do on that. He was fantastic all night. He'll sleep well, dreaming of those goals.
Well said, Andrew Driver. And then the other way was Trejo setting up Cal Jennings for his first of the day.
Trejo and Jennings would like this season to keep going because they've made a right good partnership. Trejo, and this time squaring it for Jennings. Here, this time Elmas Mari, who was also good again, was sharp. Good layoff to Jennings. He made no mistake.
And this was wonderful from Quinn. Header in from Darnell King. The right back picks up his 3rd goal of the season.
A great ball from Quinn. What Darnell King was doing in that situation, I have no idea. This is the one Randall will want back. Good play from Moar on his right foot. Just kind of weak goalkeeping a little bit. He'll be disappointed in himself.
Sweet 16th goal of the year for Santi Moar. And then Jennings capitalizing after the poor clearance from Joe Farrell.
That put lights right in it, didn't it? But then Phoenix finished it off here with Seijas with a nice slip little finish. Great composure.
First goal in his 5th appearance with Phoenix for Luis Manuel Seijas. Your full-time stats.
Shots, goals, isn't it? Unbelievable. Very entertaining. The Phoenix Rising, we expect it from them. They're great going forward, and the lights at times matched them all the way. It was end-to-end stuff, and the fans will have enjoyed it.
That will do it from Cashman Field this afternoon. With daytime games comes more goals at Cashman. Phoenix 2 more home games with a chance to win both and potentially have the #1 seed in the USL Championship playoffs. For Las Vegas, 2 more games remain, and they will go to Orange County next Saturday, their last home game, October 30th against Tampa Bay Rowdies. For Andrew Driver and our entire crew, I'm Matt Peterson saying good afternoon. After a 9-goal affair in Las Vegas, it ends. Phoenix 6, Las Vegas 3.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
so make sure to stick around. After that, drinks will be available for everyone as well. Party, so make sure to stick around. After that, drinks will be available for everyone as well. Show. As we stand up to cancer at halftime, we would love to recognize you. Make your way on down. Show. As we